All right. Good morning, everybody. Good to see familiar faces on the stream. There is a surprised Mosque. There is Nervenhead saying hello. There is Schmidicopter saying hey. Good, good. While we are waiting for the rest of our team to show up. Nice. Thank you. What is Skansen? I bet it's a pirate city. But nevertheless, I think we have a fun topic today. Basically, I wanted to do something with pirates. I don't know why. Don't ask me. It's just a random idea. And then one of the viewers suggested to do something maybe Christmassy or like New Year related, and I thought wintry, like winter style, and pirates. And it could be illustration or character design, you know, like it could be pirates celebrating Christmas on their boat, or it could be I know it could be more serious where pirates, basically winter pirates are probably Vikings, if you think about that. Huge open air ethnographic museum. I think I heard about it. Take some pictures and then later you can send them to me, and maybe we can draw something from there or inspired by that on the next stream. Yeah, that's that's what I was thinking. A pirate, like this is how it all came to be. The pirate ship in the snowball is a good idea, I think, as well. Anyway, or pirate ornaments, or Santa pirate. You know, could be. We can take it in any direction. Pirates, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Le Fleur Blanchet. Don't know how to shortly call you. So long. Anyway, so this was just a thing I did yesterday because I was thinking about the topic, kind of pirate theme. So let's just go straight ahead and start drawing some pirate stuff. I think I like the idea of a snow globe with a pirate ship, so I will do that. But for this I need a snow globe, and I want it to be perfectly circular. So I will just place it here. Make a mark on the page. Great. How is everybody doing though? What do you think about pirates and winter pirates especially? Okay, before we get into the main thing, of course, we do need to do some sketches. A little island on which there will be a lonely palm tree, a boat, and part of the chest, and rum. Yeah, let's sketch some ideas first. So what is a pirate snow globe? There could be a ship. I think I will maybe go with more unrealistic cartoony style for this one because it's so silly in a way. Maybe something like this. Although there should be some snow inside, right? Because it's a snow globe. Oh, true. Maybe not a palm tree, but a Christmas tree instead. I know. Yeah. Come on, Moss. First, just sketch the idea, and when you learn how to do 3D modeling, you can do it as a project, or you can start now. But I would encourage you to draw first. Of course. What else can I say? Another idea would be to have like let's say this is an island, there is some water, there is a Christmas tree, with ornaments. This is just a sketch, so it can be stupid and ugly. Or maybe it should be stupid and ugly. And there is a boat. With the pedals as well. Or, no, wait, how are they called? the spatulas that you use to swim. I forgot the English word for it. Oh, say hello to Alessia. I'm proud she is already watching the stream, or even joining the chat. And then the chest, something like this. Is that what you had in mind, Mosk? Or maybe it's just a chest inside of the snow globe. With some pirate stuff. Don't know, just like another idea. Maybe it doesn't really make sense because it's not really pirates, just pirate related stuff. Maybe they robbed a king of some sort and there is a crown there as well. Oh yeah, true. To make it more wintry and Christmassy. True. Let's put the Christmas lights on it. I don't know, maybe the chest is too boring by itself. Maybe there should be like a Santa's head hanging here. Then maybe like Christmas ornaments. What else? Maybe like a little present. Of some sorts. Don't know. Oh, true. Rum. We need a bottle of rum sticking out of here. Alright. Not sure about the chest. Maybe the chest and the globe is a little bit too abstract. Let's remove some of the unnecessary lines. I did a bit too many there. Don't know. I like the idea with Christmas tree, and I'm not sure about the boat. I'd rather have a ship. Maybe it could be a shipwreck. A pirate flag. Yeah, it should be also sticking out of here. Anyway, I like the idea of a shipwreck. So it could be, and you know what? In snow globes, there's always liquid, right, of some sort. So it could be a pirate ship on the bottom of the ocean, floating in snowflakes for some reason. Yeah, let's try that first. How can a shipwreck? How can a shipwreck look like? Jesus. So it could be like a ship, maybe just the nose of the ship sticking out. Although Mosk is sending octopus to the chat. I don't. I'm not sure if just having a snow globe is good enough for calling it winter topic. You know. What do you think? Do we need some more wintry things there? You know, like maybe the little pirates wearing, I don't know, winter coats and stuff like that, or and there should be this lady on the nose. The nose is a little bit too low. But then you can't really see that it's pirates. Maybe we can make like a hole here and there will be a little chest. Something like this. What do you think? Which idea do you like the most so far? I think I still like the pirate ship. Just a pirate, like maybe Christmas decorated pirate ship. Yeah, you know, let's go with Christmas decorated pirate ship. Yeah, maybe instead of snowflakes, it could be little fish, you know, floating around, or little bubbles. When you shake the snow globe, like the little bubbles come up. You can have it in an aquarium even. Okay, but first let's design the ship. Yeah, it can be a ship that is sitting on the shore, you know. If it's accidentally hitting the shore. You know what I mean? Like this. And there could be a palm tree. With a chest. Or is it little bubbles? He didn't like my idea with little bubbles. It's alright. Maybe dead pirates is better idea than just having little bubbles there. We need to build it and try it out. But yeah, don't know. Maybe something like this. And there maybe like it will be the Christmas lights everywhere. These, I don't know, maybe maybe the flag is not the, maybe it's a skull with a Christmas mask. Christmas mask, Christmas hat. I bet there are t-shirts like that. Anyway, I think, I don't know if I want to make it isometric or not. I don't think so, because isometric is, I have troubles with isometry and circles. So I think I will do something like this. Maybe facing the other way. This will be the water level. And there will be the island in the middle. There's probably gonna be more space than on the sketch, obviously. You can we will be able to add some more details, maybe like a little skeleton there or something like that. That's just a rough idea of this snow globe. I wonder if they have the camera adjusted. Give me a second. Is this better? Okay. Bye bye Schmelicopter. I'm looking forward to see your Christmas pirates and have fun. See you next stream. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is a little bit better now, brighter. Maybe the ship is kinda like this. Doesn't have to be really accurately proportioned because it's kind of a cartoony ship anyway. But needs to be, at least it needs to fit in the globe. That's my only concern. 3-mast ship. They threw the anchor here, so to say. I don't know really what are these ship shapes are based on, because I didn't really do my reference research, which I'm not proud of, and we can easily fix. But maybe in another time. Mosgan writes, it would be cool to have half of the ship being inside the sphere, and another half kinda not existing. Yeah. So Musk suggests to basically cut the ship with a sphere, so it's kind of like this maybe. And then when you're looking from the front, you can see like the whole ship deck there, what's going on, and like all the staircases and stuff. Yeah, that would be a cool idea. Maybe for another time though. Yeah, it would take a little while. What do we do with the sails? Because sails on this ship, if like this is gravity, so the sails would be like this, which is kind of sad, but maybe it also makes sense because it's an abandoned pirate ship. Yeah, maybe something like this. And then the flag also. That just looks sad. Okay, this will be the Christmas decorations everywhere. There's always this sculpture in front. I wanted to be a Santa, but I'm kind of terrible with anatomy still. So, with drawing anatomy rather. That doesn't look like a Santa. It looks creepy as hell. There should be some holes for the cannons. Every pirate ship should have a couple of rows of cannons. So it's kinda yar har ho ho. That's what Pirate Santa would say, I guess. Okay, what else do we need? We need a Christmas tree or a palm tree, some sort of tree here. Don't know if it should be a palm tree or a Christmas tree. What do you think? Christmas tree or palm tree? And definitely under it there will be presents. And actually it's gonna be a chest in the shape of present. Like this. With a big bow on the background, on the top. Palm Christmas tree. That's not how it works. It's either a palm tree or a Christmas tree. Can't do both. Okay, let's make it a palm tree to add more piratey stuff to it. Pirateness. Could be coconut, palm tree, or it could be no, it can't be banana because banana is not a palm tree. It's a grass. So these can be red, like red and green. And then there is maybe, I don't know, do we need a skeleton? A shovel? What do you think? Like, which objects we're missing? Definitely there should be a shovel, because this chest has to be dug up. But what else? What else? Maybe a saber of some sorts. Maybe a cannon sticking out of here. Cannonball? Two. Oh yes, are we missing something Christmassy? I think we are. Except of the present, and ship probably needs to be more decorated, right? With these things. Yeah. What are the other Christmas decorations? Maybe the lights, the ornaments. Maybe the cannonballs are actually ornaments. How else people decorate their homes on Christmas? All right, I think I'm done with this part. Don't really know what else to add here. Maybe like a skeleton of Santa, but maybe it's a little bit too dark for this time of the year. Don't know. Skeleton of Santa. Yeah, I don't know. Let's let's say it's Santa's island, and this is his chest where he keeps all the presents for good kids, and this is his this is his pirate ship, I guess. All right, the next step, when we have this rough sketch, would be to lighten it up a little bit, like this, because I mean, you can do it later, but it's just easier for me, for instance, to see what I'm doing, to see more contrast when I put the ink pen. And for this, I will use this Pigma Micron 01. I really like my Tombow pen with a like felt tip nib, but it's a little too thick. I think I would really want to go into tiny details, so I want a small pen. Alright. Let's see. think I will leave the circle for the last, because in case I go a little bit outside of this circle, I will need to adjust it. So let's start with the foreground, I think. Because then, yeah, makes sense. Let's start with the foreground and just go over everything. When I'm doing the inking, I'm basically correcting everything I sketched. And in some cases you would see like, oh, there are a lot of lines when you're sketching, but when you're refining, you can just choose the one that fits the best out of those which you drew. If that makes any sense. Is anybody planning on drawing Winter Pirates? Except of Schmilicopter, who left us for a little bit. Just Alec wrote, hey, I made a poster to be used in a Friday for Future, and I figured out these painters uses wooden stuff to paint and a lot of paper to draw. In conclusion, being a painter is eco-friendly. I also think being an artist could be dangerous for nature, trees especially. Well, that's an interesting point. I never thought about this part of art. Didn't know about using wood being better for environment than using paper. I think people who draw a lot on paper, they also get rid of paper. So, you're more likely to get rid of a lot of paper and put them in recycling than put a lot of wood in recycling. Although you might argue that when you're using wood, you can use it for a few times. Interesting idea. Don't think art is really what creates issues with environment, really. There is nothing too small to, I guess, do in that regard. But yeah, I would rather have people do any kind of art than them worry about environmental impact of their art. Compared to other things, it's really small. That would be my guess. And people who do art, they can influence other people with their art, Okay, little cannonball ornaments. What else is missing here? Shovel is probably too big, right? Fingers is brushes and blood is paint and skin is canvas. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't think there is any shoot in art. I think the way you express your ideas is the way you express your ideas, and the way other people express their ideas is their way. There is no should, like, there is no right or wrong way. It's completely up to you. There are people who did this, like who drew with blood and I don't know, did all the crazy stuff. But it doesn't really impress people if that's the only thing that's there. Yeah, that's a great song though. I wonder how subtly I should make this Christmas additions to the pirate theme, because I can just paint it red and green and it will look super Christmas like, which makes sense. But on the other hand, I can paint it wood and only these ribbons will indicate that it's actually a huge present. Yeah, I'll figure it out. The skull, yeah, it's a Santa skull. Really cute. Didn't really know what else to add there, so I added a skull. And since it's winter pirates, I thought why not put a hat on it. Okay, there will be also sticking. I guess there should be a barrel behind this because the pirates need rum. Everybody knows that. Probably winter pirates need rum the most because it's cold. Wait, if it's a ribbon, it should have been cut, I guess, when the chest get open. Maybe not. There will be the bottle sticking out as well. Maybe there is a message in the bottle. There is the water. Now let's do the palm tree. I'm still not entirely sure if it should be a palm tree or a Christmas tree. Or if I can even make a combo. Maybe just a palm tree for this time. Maybe I'll do a combo later. Okay, there's another leaf here. This is super stereotypical palm tree. I bet you can come up with some more interesting designs for that. What if these are... There should be a star sticking out on top, right? Like on Christmas trees. Okay, I added some whatever balls. Don't know what they are. I guess they're supposed to be ornaments. I don't know. Let's do the ship. I think I will watercolor this as well. Maybe we will even have time on stream to do that. Mosk has been silent for a while. I hope he's drawing there. Or modeling. Alright, maybe on these ropes there should be something hanging. And I don't mean people. I mean more like maybe pants or pirate flags. This stuff is just hanging in different directions. The sails. Don't know if that's... No, Mosk is not drawing. But you're trying to motivate yourself to go modeling. Well, you can do that too. So you're doing the housework. That's also not bad usage of the time. I think when I'm watching the streams, I'm usually also doing something, mostly drawing or sleeping. Oh, hello Chucha. Welcome. Yeah, this will be Pirate Snow Globe. You can still join. Alright, let's say there will be these Christmas things hanging everywhere. Whatever they're called. didn't know if pirate ships had this kind of windows, but since it's a snow globe fantasy pirate thing, nobody really cares, so. There will be more. These, how do you call them? The Christmas lights, yeah. Like vines on the tree. Gathering around here. I know your Sundays became work days in exactly in the first half of the day. Damn it, that's really sad. It was great having you on the stream. I mean, it's not really sad, it's live, but you're being missed. Know that. And if you draw something later inspired by what you see here, it's still great. I call it success. Okay, let's make, I think maybe I added a little too many cannon holes, cannon doors. I know it's not the same, but I do upload the streams on YouTube. So if you miss something, or if you want to, I don't know, rewatch some part or something like that, you can still get it on YouTube. It's good that you have weekend at least. That's already a big step. Now it's time to add some wood blank texture. I wonder, why is it so hard to see the outline of the circle on the stream? Trying to follow the shape. Of the ship. Didn't really work that well, but oh well. Oh wow. I don't know what to think about the bands who are playing live the same way they play in studio. I think I personally really like them when they can recreate the sound from the studio live on stage. That's amazing. But I know that some people don't like it, and they say like, yeah, I go to live concerts to hear the live music. not to studio, but I think it's still really cool. Do we need something on the background? Like, I feel like there is something missing here, like in this place, but I don't really know who to put there and what object I haven't used yet. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there is another present sticking out. Maybe paddle? I don't know. Maybe nothing. Oh, good morning, Nichaiva. Nichaiva, rather. Welcome to the stream. We're chilling here. Still drawing. You haven't overslept everything. There is still enough time to draw a little bit. Trying to follow the outline, but it doesn't really work that well. Yeah, if you're playing music for dancing, I guess for people who know the song, it's important to have the music played exactly the way they learned it. True. And it takes a lot of there's this thing. This is the pirate Santa. There's usually something written, I think, on the snow globes here. Like there is a little plaque with these things, I think. Should I just write Winter Pirates there? Maybe. Well, it doesn't have to be the Santa's skull, but maybe that's Santa's treasures. That's a good question. Alright, so I will describe it for people who might not know Russian tradition of the New Year's. So basically we don't really have Santa Claus in Russia. We have, how do you call him? The Grandfather Frost. They're asking for more skeletons, those people. Yeah, so we have Father Frost instead of Santa Claus, and he comes for New Year and like celebrates and all that. But he has, who is it? He has granddaughter who is also what is she doing though? Anyway, he has the granddaughter, and then there usually this tradition when it really depends. There, like with kids, it's often played that you're going on like this granddaughter of Grandfather Frost comes and says like, oh, we lost grandfather, we need to go find him, or it could be vice versa. Something happens to the granddaughter and then children and the grandfather need to go and find her. And now my audience is asking me to add her skeleton here as well. But I don't know, she doesn't really fit anywhere. Okay, I will call it Santa's secret stash. Sounds good, right? Alright, let's add some, I don't know, snowflakes. Some bones. There could be little bones everywhere. I agree. Maybe a little skull. More snowflakes. They're probably gonna be like a layer of this fake snow everywhere. Yeah, I didn't really think about that part. Could have been much cooler to add these like blobs of snow, of fake snow everywhere. Yeah, I think that's better now. All right, let's add the outline to all those things. There's little skull. There's little, I don't know, snowflakes don't really work for me. I think they don't look like snowflakes. Maybe I should just do more bones. That's why there is a shovel to dig out that snow, the fake snow. All right. So maybe we need a little bit more bones here and there. Some more snowflakes, I don't know, just random stuff. Let's get rid of the lines. Pencil lines, I mean. Alright, now we have a solid start. I think I will do one pass of watercolor and that will be it for today. Let's maybe switch the camera just for the sake of it. And I think I will paint first everything like in flat colors, and then I will add some shadows and details, and lastly I will paint the whole glass bowl to make it look like it's glass. Oh, whoops. Okay, what do we start with? Maybe let's start with that ship. And with this pass, I don't really care that much about shadows or gradients or something like that. It's just a flat color, like the base color kind of. But even when I'm doing the base color, I really like to change it up a little bit and sometimes take a little bit more yellow, some other times take some more red or something like that, you know, just to keep the color a little bit more interesting, a little bit different every time. But again, you shouldn't overdo it, because I think yesterday I tried it too and I kind of overdid it, because when every stroke you make looks with a different color, it's a different technique, let's put it this way. But you can still use it, you can still make great art with it, and you can master that technique, but it's not what I was looking for, so need to be cautious with that. Also, in this kind of illustration where we have a lot of foreground, background, like a lot of objects are overlapping, it's important to kind of keep in mind what else you're gonna do to this. Because, for instance, I want the bowl to look like a bowl of glass, right? And when you have glass, you have and the source of light, and the light usually is reflected very brightly from one spot, and then like there is darkness on the other side, doesn't matter. But this very bright highlight is super important to translating the texture of metal or glass, of a reflective material. So if you put it like here, for instance, you can already kind of see that this is glass. But if you remove if the highlight is so strong that you can't even see what's inside because of the highlight, you will perceive it even more, you know, like especially if this stuff around is a little bit shaded with blue or something like that, then this highlight pops out even more. And also, you don't see the highlight, right? I was talking about this thing. So for instance, if I want to add highlight here, I probably shouldn't put too much color on the things that will be behind highlight. So I think I will also move it here a little bit. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, let me know if it doesn't. But I think it's obvious. All right. If it's Santa's secret stash, maybe the pirates have not black flag but red flag, like Santa's head dress. Actually, you know what? I want to give it a try here separately. Let's say this is a flag. And then we will have a skull. The bones. Sometimes instead of bones they had swords, I think, or they sabers. So that's also a good thing to use. So let's say this is the flag. And then we try to make it really red instead of black, and maybe the hat is black. Oh, that's really bloody red. I didn't mean it that way. Am I spending too much time on this little experiment? I don't know. Maybe not. I wonder if you can hear the bells. It's again this time of the day where I at least hear the bells even through my headphones. But when I'm testing the stream in the morning, before the actual stream, I don't hear any bells because there are no bells. And so I can't really test it. Maybe you don't hear the bells and I'm just a crazy person talking about the bells in my head. Okay, so this might be something like the Pirate Santa flag. I'm thinking about making the hat black because it's Pirate Santa, so something should be black there. The only problem is that I don't have black watercolor, so I will mix it out of blue, red and green. If you take enough of those colors, you create a very dark, a little bit disgusting, messy, black enough color. Not sure about the outline that I'm doing right now. Maybe it was a bad idea. But you need to get through a little bit ideas to get the good ones, so... Let's see. Don't know, does it blend? I think it's different enough. What do you think, Nicheva? Or are they too similar? Okay, let's do some snow. Yeah, I think it's alright. Although, actually, it looks a little bit fascist if you think about it. And those colors, you know, red background, white and black. I mean, I agree that they don't own the colors, so but also, you know, people have associations with different stuff, and whenever you do, you need to be whatever you do, you need to be intentional about what you're doing. And if you know that people can think that it's a fascist flag, or at least if you think that's a possibility, you need to accept it or change it. In this case, I accept. You would make the head orange red and make everything and highlight everything with black liner. Yeah, I don't know. Don't really want to have I think it might be cool to have this head black because it's a pirate Santa. But I'm also a little bit afraid to mess this whole thing up. But I say fear shouldn't keep you away from doing things. So I will make that head black. Okay, there goes our camera. Yeah, I know what you mean about the flag and the red head, but if the head is red on the flag, it also should be red on the actual thing. That's what worries me. What if I add a little bit of red here? It's okay, take your time to wake up. Alright, so I think... Do we do red sails or do we do black sails? That's the question number 2. I wonder what I should do with this snow here. I mean, these things. Should I paint it a little bit of, like, very lightly blue, maybe? Or, like, very lightly gray? And I think this should be also red. Maybe more red than that. Wait. I will add shadows later, so I think it will pop up more. I think this webcam needs auto adjustment for exposure again. Probably the brightness. Not sure. Okay, I think that's alright. Alright, so what else? What else here? More wooden parts on the cannon. I will go over that. Also the barrel. I'm thinking maybe a little darker brown. Where is it here? Alright, yeah. I don't know about the bars on the barrel, because I can do it later when I'm doing the shadows and all that, so no rush there. Just grayish sword. Darkness in the eyes. I think skeletons are also a little bit yellow sometimes. So we can make him a little bit more. At least a little bit less white, let's put it this way. A little bit bluish snow to have it better associated with water. Yeah, I see your point. Otherwise, I don't know, yellow snow sounds sounds dangerous, but no other color kind of fits. Bottle of rum here. Maybe with some dirty yellow, brown, green paper on top. Because it's been laying there for a while, maybe. Okay. What else? Do we need gold? We do need some gold. Okay, this will be golden. Because it's literally gold. And the star will be golden because it might be literally gold, but most likely not. Unless it's a very rich Santa pirate. Now about the cannonballs. Shall we make them black as well? I think maybe we should make them dark. Like this. so it's more clear that it's a cannonball. But we'll do the ornament part of it in golden, so in yellow. So maybe it will look like a very festive cannonball. Alright. Something like this maybe? And then what else? The sails. The sails and the tree trunk there as well. Let's mix some yellow, red, and this dark thing that I made before out of green, red and blue. And it seems like we have palm tree color. Maybe I'll take some more dark. But here. And it's also nice to change the color a little bit along the way to make it more visually interesting. I think I will make these balls here red and green maybe. Okay. Let's leave those two be coconuts, and the rest are probably this bright red. The red I have is kinda cold. So if I want to, and it's not that easy to make it warm, because whenever I add yellow, it sort of becomes orange. I guess because the blueness of the red mixes with the yellow and becomes green a little bit. Don't know. To add a tiny bit of blue to this green, I think. With this green and red, everything looks immediately more Christmas-like. It's a little cheat, I feel like. Alright, let's make these balls as well green. Like this. Doesn't matter that it mixes a little bit with the tree and all that. It's okay. Now let's do the leaves. I'm still curious to know what you guys think about the sails. Should they be black sails, or should they be maybe red sails, because it's Santa's ship and we're kind of inversing everything you know, what's from Santa is black and what's from Pirates is red and green. Don't know. Maybe red sails would be fun. Alright. What's left? Yeah, only kind of the sails are left, right? Yeah, I'll do them red because, and I'll do the flag black. I feel like this image and especially this part of the composition is missing some bright colors, so I thought that if it's gonna be black, it's gonna be too monotonous, and with the red it might be more interesting. Doesn't it make sense for Santa to have, for Pirate Santa to have red sails? I think it does. So everybody can see him from afar. Maybe I will make the flag also red. Don't know if it makes any sense, but it is what it is. Yeah, cool. Yeah. I had the same idea about the red sails, but you know, what can you do? Not everybody has the same association. Now we need to make these things bright, I guess red and green. Are there all colors on these light things or only specific colors? Should we also add like blue and yellow? Good one, Chucha. What else? Green? Is green? I think with watercolor it's important to have a little paddle of, yeah, it's the Christmas lights, but I haven't had them in a while, so I don't really remember if there should be all colors or like specific colors, but I'll just roll with it, I think. Sorry. Thank you. Ooh. To make the light effects on the... Oh, sorry again. Ooh. I don't know what's going on. To make the lighting effect on the Christmas light, that would be really cool, but I don't think so, because I think it's gonna be too hard. Thank you. You know, let's add some yellow as well, I guess, because why not? It's Christmas, so it could be all colors. Alright, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the star, but basically how I do the effect of the shining effect, how would you call it? Yeah, is you basically put a lot of water around it, or I mean, at least that's how I do. It doesn't always work though, and it's kind of stupid, but who cares? So you you put a lot of water around it, and then you take the color that you want it to shine, also with kind of a lot of water, maybe not too much, but quite some, and then just like dabble it around, and you want to have like a smooth gradient from, maybe then like wash the oh Jesus, holy shish kebab, the brush, and then with a dry brush you can like spread it out a little bit, not really dry, I mean it gets wet super quickly, but like this, and it basically used to spread until it's invisible anymore. Which makes sense. Something like this. Okay, I will do a super light pass on the snow. And I'm gonna do it with this blue, I think. Maybe a little bit greener. Kinda like this. And I think this paddle here will be enough, because I want a really light coat. And I didn't want it everywhere, I just wanted to be like here and there. Maybe a little more on the ones that are behind, and a little less on the ones that are front. So that one, for instance, is gonna get a lot of it. Something like this, and then maybe under snow there will be like a gradient of this thing from kinda just grayish to maybe blue. And just to show there is, as if there is water underneath it. blue. Something like this. And it could be like in reality it could be just plastic. It doesn't have to be real water, right? Right, and then this bottom part is probably something like brown, dark brown maybe. Maybe with some, I don't know, some parts could be more yellow, some parts can be more darker brown. Just to make it more visually interesting. It's also important to work quite quickly with it because like you don't really want those edges of the watercolor to dry before you can what did I do there? Before you cover the whole thing, otherwise you will have streaky watercolors like you will see in a few moments. Like you can, with some, depending on paper, yeah, so the thing about, depending on the watercolors you're using and your and the paper, from some you can, even after it dries, you can still lift it off the paper a little bit and make a smooth gradient. But it's still much easier to just do it in one go and have it there. Also, I think this plaque must be gold. Or at least golden. Yeah, I think this might be it for. Oh wait, I have some water right in the middle here. Basically for me the next step would be I would go over everything again with maybe a little bit of blue. I will show you on the Canon. Like you can take a little bit of blue or greenish blue or like a little bit of this brown, and anyway, like any dark color, just a little bit of it, and just go alongside the areas that's going to be in shadows and shade them a little bit, and it will make it look a little bit more three-dimensional. So that will be my first step, and the last step will be to I think I will actually test it as well here. You can take some of this, I think it's also gonna be blue, the glass I mean. Just take a lot of water and figure out where is the light source. In my case it's gonna be from here, so top left. Wait, yeah. And then you just take this, the opposite side will be darker, and then it just gradients into brighter and brighter and brighter, and then there's gonna be this highlight that I talked about before, like somewhere here maybe. I mean, you can learn about light and shadow. There's and how to paint glass. There's a billion tutorials on YouTube. So I think if you have that problem, you'll find the solution. This is probably how I would have done it. Or how I will do it rather, in a few hours probably. But no, something like this. At least it's close enough. Yeah, it's really Christmassy. It was the Christmas part, like New Year's part, was a suggestion from Le Fleur Blanchet, or one of our viewers. So I thought combine it with pirates, and that's what we have. Alright, I think it's gonna be all for today. I will finish it up later off stream and then post it on Instagram. If you're posting something on Instagram, be sure to add hashtag psketchbookstream if you drew it during the stream or if you got inspired. I'm really curious to see all your creations. I do plan to stream next weekend as well, so I will see you all next time. Hope you have a great day, hope you have a great week. Keep doodling, keep drawing, and bye bye. Thanks for hanging out with me for some time.